Hey, what's up everyone, it's Patrick, and welcome to my guide to quest the Curse of Arrav on RuneScape 3. On screen right now is everything you need to prepare yourself for this quest. The green text is what you really need, and the white text explains where to get everything for the Ironman and shows recommended teleports. I want to explain two things on here. The one where it says missing my mummy plus fully restored Senlitin. Senlitin is the name of the mummy from that quest, and you basically have to complete everything in that room that she's in at the end of the quest. My missing my mummy guide does show you how to do the whole thing. Also, the Mithril Grapple. The actual item is called Mithril Grapple, but if you try to look this up on the Grand Exchange, you might get multiple results. It's the one that has a rope on it. Other than that, the rest of the list should be self-explanatory, so feel free to pause this if you want to take a better look, as I'm going to get into the guide now. This video is brought to you by the awesome members of my Patreon. If you want access to some exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Enjoy the video, everyone. To start the quest, go to this building shown by a yellow marker in Narda in the desert. You can get there using a Desert Amulet 2 or higher, variant code DLQ. Take a magic carpet from Poldnivich or Al-Kharid. You can get to Al-Kharid using Lodestone. You can get to Poldnivich using Poldnivich teleports, Ring of Slaying to Simona, or teleport to a house if your house is in Poldnivich. Speak to Ali the Wise, accept the quest, and select option 3 twice. Go to the cave in the snowy area north of Troll Stronghold or the Trollheim area. Use a Trollheim teleport or whatever teleport you have to get near there if you have one, or walk there by teleporting to Berthorpe Lodestone, then follow the path drawn out for you on this map. Feel free to pause this video if you need this, as I'm moving on to the next part now. Once you reach the snowy area, head northwest and enter the cave entrance. Follow the tunnel to the other exit in the northwest corner. You should see a little red line on your minimap. Enter the crevasse. Go east where you find another cave entrance. Enter the cave entrance. Alright, just sit back for a minute and let me explain what to do here before you actually do it. The clip that you currently see playing in the background is being played at a faster speed just so you can see it while I explain. I'm not sure if this is the same for everyone, but regardless, after I'm done explaining, I'm going to play it for you a second time at a slower speed so you can actually follow along, if it is the same. Although in my opinion, I don't think you really need it either way because it's not that hard to figure out by yourself, especially after I explain it to you. The objective here is to mine the rubble so you can make your way through the cave. You're going to see 4 red dots on your minimap. Those are tablets you have to make your way to so you can pick them up. Then you have to make your way to the room in the very southeast corner. Now, what is so tricky about this? Some of the rubble you won't be able to mine at all, as in they won't even have the option to do so. And the ones that you can mine, assuming you don't mine them on the first try, they have to be mined from different sides in order to clear it. Meaning, let's say you have a rock that's by itself, although you probably won't see one of those. You can mine it by standing on the north side, east side, west side, or south side. So like literally stand on different sides of a rock to mine, and you can only mine from each side once for a specific rock. So if you have to mine it some more, you have to figure out a way to get to a different side of it, because it can also be surrounded by other rocks which block it off. So most of the time you have to figure out how to clear those, but in some instances you may even have to walk around the cave to get to the other side of one rock. I also have 3 tips for you. Tip number 1, don't be fooled by the size of a rock. If it looks like a bigger rock that may take more than one attempt to mine, but you only have access to it from one side, sometimes it does really only require one. The developers probably put that in there to trick us. I wouldn't try to think too hard about it. Just mine whatever you can, which leads me to tip number 2. Try to mine every rock you can on a particular side before you move on to a different side, especially if you think you have to run around the cave and if you're not sure. Tip number 3, if you think you're stuck, you probably aren't. I think it's more likely that there's one rock that you missed on one side and you overlooked it. Anyways, I'm going to replay this clip at a slower speed now so you can follow along. Remember to pick up the 4 tablets on the ground along the way. You'll need 4 free inventory spaces. Once you're in the room in the southeast corner, you'll need one free inventory space, and you're going to search the bookcases until you receive an item called Notes A through J. The bookcases may be hard to see, but there's actually 5 of them in this room. The one near the northeast corner and the one on the south wall are 2 bookcases right next to each other, and they're different sizes, which is what makes it difficult to see. Then you also have one on the west wall. Once you have Notes A through J, climb up the stairs. Speak to Arrav, which will begin a fight. It's a straightforward fight. He only uses melee attack, so you can use protect from melee to prevent some damage if you want. He'll also give you some dialogue at around 15k HP. Be sure to finish that before continuing the fight, or they might make you start over. He'll speak to you again at 10k HP, and if you finish that dialogue, he should teleport away. You'll need 2 free inventory spaces. Go into a room to the south, and on the west wall, you'll find a tapestry that you could search. Do that to receive a base key and base plans. Go back to Ali the Wise and Narda. Speak to Ali the Wise to get a cutscene. Run northeast to the pyramid where the mummy was from the Missing My Mummy quest. The only way to get there faster is if you could quickly get to a fairy ring and use code DLQ, otherwise you're better off going on foot. Enter the pyramid. Go to the northwest corner of the area. Open the imposing door. Head all the way south. Enter the stairs and you should be where St. Linton is. If you end up on the other side, you're going to have to go through the colored tile puzzle like in the quest. Anyways, speak to St. Linton to receive an empty canopic jar. You're then going to add these ingredients to it, your 3 dwellberries, 1 dose of sacred oil, and a ring of life. Go back to Ali the Wise and Narda. You can teleport out, which is probably easier because if you want to exit the pyramid on foot, you have to go through the colored tile puzzle to get to the north side of the room because that's where stairs are. Speak to Ali the Wise. You need to have full summoning points for his next part, by the way, so be sure to recharge that. If it's not full, then head to the northwest corner of the Varric Palace. There's a thing to recharge your summoning points in the northeast corner of Edgeville near the entrance to the Grand Exchange. Climb up the stairs twice. Speak to Heartwind and select option 1, yes. Open the trapdoor to go down. Simply follow the path and you're going to go through the next 3 doors. After going through a third door, head straight east to a room with the range. Wear your insulated boots, and on the south side of the room is a pipe which you can enter, so do that. Follow the path to the other end where you should see a little red line on your minimap. Attempt to enter the pipe. You're then going to summon your macaw pouch, interact with the macaw, and select option 2, remote view, and just wait a few seconds until you play your character again. Go into room to the south. Search the 3 tables to receive items called decoder strips in notes K through Z. On the south side of the room, right-click the closed chest, choose Pick Lock to receive a code key. Go to the closest room to the northeast, and the solution for the next part is going to be different for everyone, but it's very easy to do. You're first going to read your code key, and it'll give you 4 letters. Write them down, memorize them, whatever. Next to the door is a keypad. Click on that to operate it. You'll get the screen where on your right side are your 4 decoder strips, number 1 through 4. On the left side, you have rows of numbers labeled A through I. You basically put the decoder strips over the letters in the same order from code key. My letters, for example, were E, E, I, F. So decoder strip 1 and 2 go over letter E, strip 3 goes over letter I, and strip 4 goes over letter F. Also, in the case where you have 2 of the same letters, you can move the first strip out of the way to use the second one. You don't actually have to leave it on there to complete this puzzle. What happens when you do this is that the strip will cover up every number except 1. That number is your code. Putting the decoder strips over the numbers is just so you can get the number for yourself. Like I said, you do not have to leave it there. And the numbers that you get, of course, have to be in the same order. So the number you got from strip 1 is the first number, strip 2 is the second number, and so on. Once you have the 4 numbers, to enter it, you use the up and down arrows to get to the number that you want. Then the arrow that points to the right is how you enter it and move on to the next number. I'm not sure what the left arrow does because I didn't use it, but it's probably to delete your last entry. Anyways, you can do this now if you haven't already. Assuming you did that correctly, you should be able to open the door. Once inside the room, wield your crossbow and mithril grapple. Click on the pipe on the ceiling to grapple it, and you should end up on the other side of the room. Click on the pedestal to take the heart and put in your canopic jar. Go back to Ali the Wise and Narda. Speak to Al the Wise. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future videos to come if you haven't already. There are also links in the description below for my Patreon, donation link, Twitter, and Discord where you can interact with me. Donations can also be directly made through YouTube now. Thanks option, near like button, below the video. Catch you later. Peace.